И прямо сейчас представляем вашему вниманию 9-й бой в полулегкой весовой категории. В синий угол клетки приглашается боец из Киргизии Байболот Эргешбаев.
You're watching MMA Series-19, Time of New Heroes, live from St. Petersburg, Russia. This is the first of our 3 super fights here this evening. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and seen around the world on the Clash TV app. If you're watching on the Clash TV app, keep this interactive. You can clap for your favourite fighters, score the fights, ask any questions, and these are 3 big fights. This first super fight is a featherweight contest. Baybolot Ergeshbayev from Kyrgyzstan comes in here with a record of 4 wins, no defeats and 1 draw. 1 win by big KO, 2 submission wins and a decision win, showing a great variety. Again, the fighters making his way here for these 3 big mouth-watering encounters. And there is our first featherweight fighter. So again, as a coach, you look at this record: 1 KO win, 2 submissions, 1 decision, showing a very good all-round fighter. Hard to really pick as a style without seeing the fighter, but what he has shown is he's very competent in each range, as you'd expect from an MMA fighter at this level. Fighting out of Kyrgyzstan, we already saw Saginbayev earlier on, the first fighter on the card from Kyrgyzstan, with a good solid win. So there you see 66.3 kilograms, using that allowance, which often points to the fact that he is a big at the weight, had to cut down to that weight, and rather than cut the extra weight to make the championship, they'll just stay at the £1 allowance. Vaseline applied above the eyebrows, can also be applied to the cheeks and the back of the ears. Trying to get into the gum shield box there. I think the cornerman finding it difficult after applying Vaseline, having those slippy hands. You see a last drink of water there, and he is ready to make his way to the blue corner.
А в синий угол клетки приглашается боец из города Калуга, уже всем известный зрителям ММА Серии. Встречайте, Илья Варварский!
So his opponent making his way down to the red corner for this featherweight super fight, Ilya Varvarskij. MMA Series veteran with a very experienced record, 10 wins, 3 losses and 2 defeats. Seven KO or TKO wins, showing how dangerous he is. He also has 2 submission wins, 1 rear naked choke, 1 triangle choke. Not been as successful on his fights on the MMA series so far. MMA Series 7, he had the decision win, and then MMA Series 12, he had that very close split draw. So for those fighters or those viewers, a split draw is basically where one judge scores it to one fighter, one judge scores it to the other fighter, and the third judge scores it a draw. So all three have a different card. I have a question from the Clash TV app. Do I find one particular weight class to be more compelling for a viewer to MMA? Well, I might be slightly biased because I fought in the lightweight division, but I really do think the lightweight division is the most exciting to watch. You've got the combination of the power, and you've got the combination of the speed and the technique and the smaller guys. But I think we've also had those big names like Khabib Nurmagomedov, Conor McGregor, making that a real standout division.
Дамы и господа, представляем вам 9-й супербой сегодняшнего турнира ММА Серия 19. Время новых героев. В синем углу клетки боец из Киргизии. Представляет клуб Evil Gym. Ему 23 года. В его активе 4 победы, 0 поражений и 1 ничья. Встречайте, Байболот Эргешбаев! А противостоять ему будет боец из красного угла клетки. Из города Калуга представляет команду «Спарта», клуб «Рубоксинг». Ему 26 лет. В его активе 10 побед, 3 поражения и 2 ничьи. Встречайте, Илья Варварский! Рефери в клетке Вячеслав Киселев.
Комментатор. Судей, готов? Готов?
MMA Series-19, our first super fight of the night at featherweight. Ergeshbayev in the blue, Varvarskij in the red. Ergeshbayev, huge for a featherweight at 182 centimeters tall, standing that southpaw stance and taking the center early on. Low kicks checked by Varvarskij. Varvarskij, we know, has that dangerous power. Ergeshbayev has a stoppage as well on his record. Nice counter left hand from the southpaw stance. Low kick from Varvarskij. Dummied with that high right kick twice now, Varvarskij. Maybe looking for the reactions, looking for how Ergeshbayev will react to that kick coming up. Will he switch to throw it low and then go high? Steps forward, the right hook, went for a high kick over the very tall Ergeshbayev, who ducked underneath, got the clinch and got the takedown. He's dropped down into a single butterfly hook, manages to pass, and he's now in the top half guard. Ergeshbayev on top, Varvarskij underneath, gets back to full guard. Ergeshbayev looking to push against the fence, look to work that ground and pound. Crushing up Varvarskij, making it difficult for the submissions, difficult for him to get up high. Right up against the fence here, against the door. You see, against the door is slightly different as well to being against this normal side of the fence, because you've got the solid pillars down the middle. So you've actually got less give. When you crush someone up against the door side, it's actually more uncomfortable and harder for them to push off against. And that, he's done a good job there of going hand to foot, put his hand on the fence, then met it with his foot and turned himself off the fence. That was good work there from Varvarskij to defend. Halfway through this first round now. Ergeshbayev with his posture down, head down low, then pops up and drops down big elbows, left then right. And then goes back to that head buried position. Driving forward. Look how he's using his toes there to drive his body forward against the fence. Varvarskij trying to turn the head away. But at the moment he's stuck in that guard position underneath. And it's just a case of waiting for Ergeshbayev to pop up, drop the elbows. Now he's stepped back out of the guard. Is he going to look to pass? Big shots coming down from the tall man. Looking to pass, clinches the legs together. Varvarskij gets up, gets round to the rear naked choke position. He's not got the hooks in those, so he's not going to be able to finish it. But that was good threatening attempt there. But constantly driving forward, Ergeshbayev. He'll pull him away, look, he pulls the hips away from the fence to stop the stand-up. Looking on the control of the round, 62% to Ergeshbayev on our stats. There's 1 minute left in this first round. 9 shots to the head landed out of 15. There, he's looking for the triangle choke. Can he control the head? Working the elbow. Ergeshbayev trying to push himself out of the position. He's tried to lock it up. He might have that locked up. He's locked the leg. That's going to stop the defence. Can he finish this submission? The legs are over. He's pushing on the back of that knee, trying to get the head clear, trying to make space. And that was a nice escape, but he's still not out of the woods here. He looks for a leg lock of his own, I believe, there. From that inverted position, he's trying to pull the leg in for a leg lock. There you see, looking for that heel hook. Good work, good defence by Varvarskij, who's now on top. Both guys threatening there. Scramble to the front, gets the single leg. Varvarskij postures well. That's a good finish to the round from Ilya Varvarskij, but a dominant first 4 minutes from Ergeshbayev. So, as we watch the replay, right cross as he stepped in, but the groundwork was controlled by these big bombs. Postured up, drops the elbows, or he postured up and dropped the punches. But we did see moments there where Varvarskij was still very dangerous. Dangerous in the scrambles, dangerous on the floor. Certainly for me on my card, Ergeshbayev round. But Varvarskij at the end showed he was dangerous with the submissions, and he's well in this fight. If you're watching at home on the Clash TV app, make sure you're scoring these fights. Clap for your favourite fighters in this featherweight super fight. So on the Clash TV app, the score slightly ahead. Ergeshbayev just over 1,000. Varvarskij 957, and he comes out fast as Varvarskij. Going to try to pull this back. Anybody's fight so far as we start round number 2, MMA Series 19, Time of New Heroes, live from St. Petersburg, Russia. Nice work in the clinch there. Looking for the spinning hook kick. Long left hand there from Ergeshbayev. Nice, steps in with the left hand, drops his level into the clinch, trips and into the full guard. Now Varvarskij again. This is where he did his best work, in this position, and then he just pops his head up, postures, fires his shots, and then drops back down with his head buried in. Again, trying to work the head of Varvarskij into the fence. Again, by the door. Varvarskij trying to elevate, looking, can he sweep? Chosen to get the butterfly hook out. Kicks off, back to the feet. Very even on strikes so far. Very close fight. Well matched super fight here. Ergeshbayev always looking for that long left hand. Sometimes throws it straight, but mostly loops it around. He gets away with that because he's taller. Nice shots again landed. Just reddening up the face there of Ilya Varvarskij. Varvarskij again over the head of the taller man. That happened in the first, it happened again in the second. Ergeshbayev just ducking down at the right time. Now this front headlock position is looking for... Oh, he's actually looking for a guillotine. I thought he was going for a Peruvian necktie. He's dropped back and it's put him back onto his back. And now the guillotine attempt coming from Ergeshbayev. Doesn't look to have got the head, and he dropped back again. Just a little too soon. That's both guys making the same mistake there. Not having the head tight and then dropping back. Varvarskij making the most of this now as he attacks the turtle position with strikes. Pulls him down, broken down onto one hip. Working the ground and pound. Ankles picked up by Ergeshbayev, who's going to pull him out, and now he's going to try to work onto the top himself. Both guys, I think, getting a little carried away either with strikes or the submission attempts and rushing them and not quite finishing, and then they end up on the back, and it's making for a very exciting back and forwards fight here. Ergeshbayev in the blue corner, Ilya Varvarskij in the red. And they're both back to the feet now. Ergeshbayev drops down for a leg, tries again. Nice sprawl from Varvarskij, pushes on the back of the head, working that uppercut underneath the armpit and then round to the back. Now he's dominating, and this could be... There's nothing coming back there. Ergeshbayev may be more hurt than I thought he was. Ilya Varvarskij, is he going to look to finish now? 41 seconds left. Can he get a ground and pound finish? Maybe Ergeshbayev not used to the pace here. Look at that sprawl again. He's going to look to strike the head. 30 seconds left in this round. I think Ergeshbayev is here for the taking now. If Varvarskij can step the pace up and look for a finish. Goes back to the back, attacking the turtle. Ground and pound strikes going in. Unanswered shots here. A roll. Ergeshbayev gets out. Back to the turtle. Well controlled from Varvarskij. This is certainly Varvarskij pulling away now in this round. Great shots. Great control. You can see the damage there to the face now of Baybolot Ergeshbayev. Ilya Varvarskij, for me, pulled away in that round. MMA Series 19, Time of New Heroes. This is the replay of round number 2. After an even first round, Ilya Varvarskij stepping up the pace, constantly driving forward, showing cardio and fitness. And look at the strikes he's landing here with lefts, rights, elbows and punches going into the head. For me, that was a cardio machine in action. Now 73 shots and 48 landed. Look how much he pulled away in that round. It was a very even finish to the first round. Varvarskij, a huge second round win there. And that's reflected on the scoring for you guys on the Clash TV app. Varvarskij now pulling away on my scorecard, pulling away. And this is the third and final round of this super fight here. Ergeshbayev, to me, looked ready for the taking at the end of that round. Can Varvarskij step on the gas, look for the finish? Nice left to start from Ergeshbayev. Huge welt over the right eye there. Nice left hand, but countered with the right. Ergeshbayev much more tentative here as he steps back. Tries a high kick. And then a body kick. And another body kick. That's 3 in a row with that left leg. Non-real landing clean. Nice strike though. Left hand down the middle. Another body kick there from that left leg. Varvarskij steps in. Plum clinch from Ergeshbayev. Lands the knee to the body. Nicely covers up. Level change. Takedown. But it's the same sprawl into the front headlock here. This time he drives through though. Picks up and gets the takedown. Great work from Ergeshbayev. Definitely seen some recovery from him in between rounds 2 and 3. Now, is he going to try and turn the head round to the fence? Move that head of Varvarskij round to the fence and start to work his ground and pound. At the moment, Varvarskij trying to work elbows from inside, from underneath. And they're driving into the corner. Ergeshbayev lines Varvarskij up to that corner post, puts his head against it, and this is where he'll start to try and posture up and work strikes. This is where he did his best work, but there he's going to be caught in the triangle. He's in that diamond position, just not quite over the shoulder here. Shucked off. Ergeshbayev, aware what was coming, managed to get him off, and he's still got him crushed against the fence. The guard work's so difficult to do when your head is crushed like that. He needs to push himself away off the fence if he's going to work his legs up high. Ergeshbayev doing a good job of keeping him in the corner, where he's safer from the submissions and he can work strikes of his own. Just over halfway through the 3rd and final round here. Ergeshbayev, again, just keeping that head buried. He chooses to keep the head down and then he only postures up to fire the strikes and then goes down where he feels safe all the way down. If you're going to work submissions from guard on, that's a nice sweep attempt. Can he finish it? Great work there. Gets that elevator hook in, turns over and gets the sweep. And now, here we have Varvarskij on top. 1 minute 44 seconds. Can he look to get a finish here now? 90 seconds left, 3rd and final round. Still anybody's fight for the taking on my card. Close rounds, probably a round each. And this round got reversed just after the halfway point, and then another reversal. Could this be the beginning of the end? Ergeshbayev back on top. Chopping shots in. 1 minute left. 3rd and final round. Will this be our first fight of the evening to go to points? Ergeshbayev driving forward. He looked tired in that 2nd round, but the pace of Varvarskij, could that have tired him out himself? Ergeshbayev's come back stronger in the 3rd and final round. Looking for that elevator hook again, tried to get the sweep. It's going to be tough when Ergeshbayev's legs are so wide apart. Overhooks the arm. He's going to look to sweep that way. But again, Ergeshbayev pulls the arms free. Standing up onto the legs, he's going to look to pass. 10 seconds left. Big right hand down the middle. Looks for the left, swings wild, gets the back, hooks in, jumps over. But that is going to be too late for a finish. That is a very, very close fight. Featherweight super fight. Ergeshbayev versus Varvarskij. Varvarskij ahead on strikes. On positioning in that last round, Ergeshbayev could take it. If you look at the total strikes over the fight, that doesn't tell the story of the round-by-round scoring, where it was a huge second round for Varvarskij, and most of his strikes were actually landed in the second round. And this is the difference sometimes between scoring over a total fight and scoring on the round-by-round basis. There's definitely an argument for Ergeshbayev winning the first and third round and Varvarskij winning the second, but he won the second big. Will that be a 10-8 round in the second? All depends on the judges as we hand over for the official decision.
Дамы и господа, в первом суперпоединке сегодняшнего турнира раздельным решением судейства присуждается ничья.
And there you go, so that is scored as a draw. Probably a fair decision. Again, like I say, I think rounds 1 and 3 were Ergeshbayev. Round 2, a 10-8 round to Ilya Varvarskij.
Байболот Эргешбаев. Спасибо за красивый бой.
So by that basis, it would have been a draw on my card too. As we watch a replay of this very close featherweight super fight between Baybolot Ergeshbayev and Ilya Varvarskij. Backwards and forwards action saw Ergeshbayev landing big ground and pound shots from inside the guard. Buried his head, came up and then landed the elbows and went back to a defensive position. Varvarskij dominating in that second with a huge second round, which I gave 10-8. Looking to nearly finish Ergeshbayev, who then came back in the third round and dominated again from inside the guard, landing those strikes and that big finish.